I'm in a lot of pain. I've been dealing with it for the last several days, but I'm not going to quit 90 hard. So let's get into it. What's going on? It is March 12th, 2025. It is day 74 of 90 hard. And yeah, I got up, killed my run this morning. Day 74. It's time to get this run done. Still dealing with the pain in my side. Well, it's more in the gut. It's like right here. It's not really on my side. It's more like, yeah, it hurts. But I'm gonna keep pressing. Let's go get this run done. All right, day 74. In some pain, but we got it done. Yeah. So here we are. The last several days I've been dealing with quite a bit of pain in my abdominal area. It's a very sharp pain. I feel very bloated, feel like something's wrong inside my guts. It's been difficult to use the bathroom. For a couple days I didn't even use the bathroom because it hurt, but I finally went poo. Which was a big deal to a lot of people. I've had my appendix removed because it ruptured in Spokane, Washington, and I had to have emergency surgery where they also found out I had a twisted intestine. So yeah, my appendix has been removed already, so I know it's not my appendix issue. Here's the other thing that I know from this is I don't have a fever. I don't feel ill and like there's something wrong on that level. So I don't feel like it's an infection of any sorts. I just feel like I tore a muscle, most likely lifting that crate of oranges, carrying that for my mom. Or I got something going on in there and I just don't know what's going on. So it's neither here or there because I'm not going to do anything about it. And it hurts to laugh. And most people, rightly so, have been concerned about me and have been pushing me to go to the dang hospital. And I'm not gonna go. So the beginning part of this video is me telling a story on why I don't want to go to the hospital. And it begins back in 2022/2023. I was in Iowa on a shoot. And we were shooting for this company that builds giant facilities that houses chickens. And I got really sick. This was in Iowa. I got a really bad fever. I had a really bad pain in the upper part of my ribs area. It was a 2-day shoot. And I was just said, I'm not getting stuck in Iowa. I'm going to push through this pain and I'm going to head home. And then if I'm still feeling like this, I'm going to go to the doctor. So we pushed through the shoot. Last 2 days, it was miserable. It was really cold. It was outside. We did the whole shebang. I hopped on a 5-hour flight back to Phoenix from Iowa, landed, went straight from the airport to the ER that my wife recommended. And I'm not going to name the ER because it was the worst hospital experience I've ever had in my entire life. It was terrible. That place should feel ashamed on how it treated me, a patient. And I'm going to explain that. But first, I am not new to hospitals. I was a clumsy kid. I got injured a lot. I've had weird things happen to me, weird diseases happen to me. I've experienced a lot of issues and been to emergency rooms and hospitals quite often. Progressed through my military career, same thing, got hurt a lot, had things happen to me, had to go to the hospital quite often. To include my time with my addiction issues, spending quite a bit of time in hospitals, in the care of others. So I've had my experience with hospitals. So when I say this hospital was the worst, I really, truly mean it. Sat in that hospital's ER for 9 hours. I not only sat in a open room with other individuals because I guess they had a bed issue or something, but we were in this open bay room sitting in these chairs. It was weird. It was the most weirdest, bizarre thing. I thought I was literally being punked. Like I was on a TV show of how would you get treated in the worst hospital experience ever type TV show. Literally, they gave me a cup to pee in. I went, struggled to go to the bathroom, which was a little bit of a ways away. Peed in the cup, brought it back out, gave it to them. They came back and brought me the cup and said, you need to dispose of this. And I'm like, what? In what world? Nurses, look, and I'm not bashing nurses. Nurses and doctors are superheroes. What they do is amazing. But these nurses were the worst. And there was a couple there, they were the worst. No bedside manner. They literally said, you need to dispose of this. I was like, I'm hurt, I'm sick, I don't feel great. I'm in this weird open bay area in this chair. And you want me to get up and haul this pee over and dump it? It's like, what's going on? Like, this is not service at all. I had finally gotten an x-ray. They came back and told me, you have quite a bit of fluid in your lungs. You need to go to your primary care provider to get checked out. Before you go, I want to give you some Motrin. I literally got into a disagreement and an argument with the nurse. Told her I have not eaten the last couple days. I'm not going to take Motrin on an empty stomach. They had nothing for me to eat. So I was like, I'm not taking the Motrin, I'm sorry, but they kept wanting to push it on me for whatever reason. And I'm no stranger to Motrin. I was in the military for 21 years. That's all they give you in the military. You have a bloody nose, they give you Motrin. You have a teeth pulled, they're giving you Motrin. You get pregnant, they're giving you Motrin. They just give you Motrin in the military. So I am no stranger to Motrin. Debilitating thing to ever go through. On top of the ER visit, now I'm dealing with the billing issue. They wanted to charge me like almost $7,000 for that ER visit. The next 3 years, I have dealt with a nightmare of a billing issue with that specific hospital. That whole situation was just a nightmare. It has given me PTSD. That is why I don't want to go to the hospital. So there's that situation. 90 hard. If I do not facilitate my task associated with 90 hard, then therefore I have to go back to day one. I got 16 more days to go, and I'm just gonna push. So this brings me to the second part of this video is I am learning something from this process. And what I'm learning is this: pain sucks, and it's difficult, and it's been brutal. It demands to be felt. I'm feeling it. But it hasn't stopped me. It has slowed me down, but it hasn't stopped me. So that tells me that a body is completely amazing. Is this a healthy approach? No, by all means it is not. This is not smart. I'm not recommending anybody do this. Here's the situation that I'm left with. I'm not going to quit the 90 hard. I've already made it 74 days. I have 16 more days to go, and I'm just going to continuously to keep pushing. And the second thing that I've learned is that I need to be careful in complaining. I don't want to sound like a complainer, even though I am complaining. I have to be mindful of that because there are people around me that care about my well-being, and they're going to recommend things like go to the doctor, you need to rest, all the natural things that people would tell you to do, and they're not wrong. I'm not doing anything about it. That's the problem, is I'm not doing anything to correct the issue. So it makes it very frustrating to other people because here I am not allowing my body to rest and heal. I am not going to the doctor. So why am I complaining about this? All right, rambled enough, very long-winded. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, coming along with me on this journey, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Pow.